I have such a passion and purpose regarding the profession of chiropractic, and that started as an infant, believe it or not. I have been under chiropractic care my entire life. Technically, when I was in utero, I received my first adjustment because my mother got adjusted when she was pregnant with me. After giving birth, the chiropractor educated her to bring in her infant to get checked. The reason why newborns need to have their spines checked after birth is the birth process can be quite straining. Going through the birth canal or even delivery via C-section can put strain on the baby's head alignment and their jaw and their neck, and even create compression along their entire spinal column. A lot of people aren't aware that it is important to check a newborn's alignment. Why would a baby need to see a chiropractor, and how does that work? Using a very light touch, I'm able to help just correct and move that vertebrae back into its correct position, checking all the spinal bones, especially the sacrum and especially the top vertebrae in the neck. And then also in a newborn, especially newborns that went through the birth canal, we're just checking the alignment of the head and the sutures and making sure that everything, all those plates in the skull are lined up and they're in their proper place.
Chiropractic care and cranial sacral were the first two things that I did. It's very gentle. It's not like how adults get adjusted. It's very, very subtle.
I see babies as soon after birth as possible.
My 5-year-old Sydney has been seen since she was 2 days old. I knew something was wrong from the beginning because she was really colicky and not comfortable and just screamed from, even a few hours old. She came in with torticollis.
I'm feeling the baby's spinal alignment, and I'm focusing typically here at the top of the neck, and I might feel that their top vertebrae is a little rotated to the right or the left, and that also can then create a little bit of a head tilt, which is called a torticollis, which is another thing I see a lot in infants in my office. This is all related to that baby's alignment that typically occurred at birth, which is why the sooner after birth we see them, the quicker we can help correct that issue.
When I found out that I needed the C-section, Dr. Brayton was like, okay, so you're probably going to need to give your daughter probiotics. Since she won't go through the vaginal canal, she won't be getting the flora into her mouth when she goes through the vaginal canal. Since she's not getting that, you'll probably need to give her probiotics. I was just really nervous at the thought of giving my daughter something manufactured. I only wanted her to have nothing but breast milk until it was time for her to have solid. So I didn't listen to that, but at around 3 months old, she had very bad digestive issues. She had a belly out here. People would ask, oh, does she still have her umbilical cord attached? And no, it had fallen off. It was just that her belly button was poking out so far because of all the gas that she had.
Babies that are tense to making a fist a lot, they're hunched, they're holding their legs up and they're like in a squished position, almost like a ball. They're colicky, they are crying. They might be having difficulty with the latch, pulling on and off the breast, or they might be on the breast for an hour, so the latch is not creating an efficient nursing process. You can tell they're not comfortable. They might be really gassy.
After a stint of her not having a number 2, a bowel movement for 10 days, the pediatricians were like, oh, you need to give her probiotics. And I was like, you're saying probiotics? Dr. Brayton said it all those months ago before I even had her. So let me go to Dr. Brayton. And all that time, I was still getting adjusted myself. I just never brought Vivian in to get adjusted. So Vivian got her first adjustment with Dr. Brayton when she was 3 months. Started giving her the probiotics, and she hasn't had any digestive issues since.
We see the chiropractic miracles in the office.
My next kid, definitely. As soon as I give birth, I'll be like, Dr. Brayton, when can you come? And at the hospital, she can come. I'll definitely have her be there.